Challenging is its own reward. Sometimes a wet and dirty one. Acquire all junk. Still in progress.
Did you want anything? Oh!
Tired of all the red tape and security checks. Just get back, feel fresh air from the skin.
You're back. Were you able to secure Hilda safe?
Slide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
My bar for questionable has been raised quite high in my time here. Care to... Reckless. Perhaps a necessary step in seeking a cure, but to do so alone, with the region and the state it is, well, it's good you were able to arrive there before she got... You're more capable than I had assumed. Take a moment to dust yourself off, but report back to me soon. I have another... You're dismissed.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks. Just
It's good if you're ready. I like to...
It's a shame we don't have the work.
To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day. I suspect that's for good reason. There's much about how we operate that civilians aren't privy to. And like I said, for good reason. Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project. One that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very false weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad. Not quite. When I signed on with Mr. Stoltz, I made it clear where my allegiances lie. He did not seem concerned with this. Whether or not he realized that I would maintain those allegiances long after the world came crashing down, well, that's not my concern. Go ahead.
Wow. Your skin isn't split at all. It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. The stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
It's coming along. Well, still, it's not all bad. Soon I'll have it all figured out. Ass. Where's she? We drove, duh. Oh, you mean here, as in my job? Nepotism, mostly. My uncle was made overseer of the vault, and my papa is one of his top researchers. So we were brought in to continue our research here. You know, in the event the world ended, which I guess it did. Usually, I would take care of the plants in the greenhouse and organics. When we were locked down, I'd take care of the gardens and the atrium instead. I still find it relaxing. Reminds me of better times. Alrighty then. My family? Well, who do you want to know about? Not as fun as you might think. Oh, I know I had a privileged upbringing. I had plenty of opportunities others didn't, but it wasn't really fun. I tried to make Uncle Hugo laugh a few times with some harmless pranks. Instead, I just got in trouble. I only really saw him at parties and family gatherings, but you could always tell that he was in charge. If he entered a room or stood to make a speech, all eyes were on him. I think the only person he really loved is Aunt Cassidy. Maybe Audrey. It's hard to tell. I guess he was pleasant to be around, if he wasn't mad at you. Harmless stuff, really. Putting jelly on Uncle Hugo's cane, moving his coffee mug slightly to the left, stuff like that. I got an earful from Aunt Cassidy after a gala once when she found a whoopee cushion on his chair. He didn't even sit on it.
Are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
Alrighty then. Bye-bye then. Hello again. I wonder if anyone would mind if I moved Henry and some of the other plants into the atrium. We could add them to the garden.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter. To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault. Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day. Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project, one that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very false weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad. Not quite. When I signed on with Mr. Stoltz, I made it clear where my allegiances lie. He did not seem concerned with this. Whether or not he realized that I would maintain those allegiances long after the world came crashing down, well, that's not my concern. Not long ago, I dispatched a member of my team to pass along my findings to a drop site I've been using over the years. Unfortunately, he has failed to return, and I fear the worst. Daniel is a good man. It's important we bring him home, if still possible. There's also the matter of the report, and whether or not it had been passed along, or potentially fallen into the wrong hands.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
Information on the weather machine, the storm, the Lost, and Mr. Stoltz's recent activities. If things continue to accelerate as they are, I may end up requesting additional support. It's imperative they be made aware of what's happening. No, Daniel is part of the security crew hired by Mr. Stoltz, but he is still a member of my team. While I wasn't able to select my team personally, I have come to trust each and every one of them. It pains me not knowing Daniel's condition. Thank you. The drop is located at High Knob Tower along the western perimeter of the park. We haven't had trouble with that location so far, but there is a chance that the Lost have overrun it. Or potentially some other party, drawn in by the allure of the storm. Either way, you're going in blind. Be prepared for the worst.
Been a long time since we had a
Glad
good
Hilda is
community
back safely.
gathering around
Hopefully
here.
her research will be just...
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better?
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
A group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter of time until they find me up here. Pretty sure this is it for me. But, listen, Chief, I gotta come clean. I want to go to my grave with a clean conscience. This whole thing, the reports, the army, it's a sham, boss. Every single file has gone straight to Mr. Stoltz. We're his men first, Chief, not yours. Not really. There's no military contact. Just Hugo. Those of us in the know have been heading out here to play the part, make you think it's real. But this ain't a drop site. It's a smoke break spot. I'm sorry you gotta find out like this, Chief. You're one of the good ones. Don't trust anyone down there. We're all just his puppets. Oh, shit! I'm sorry.
Tuesday, we're gathering. Unstable nuclear waste.
You seem perturbed, my friend. Has your work with Chief Oberlin been that taxing? Very well. Good luck.
You have beautiful skin. It's...
You're back. And without Daniel. I cannot... Oh, welcome back. How can I help? It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us.
Chief.
You're back. And without Daniel.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system.
You're serious?
Works, damn it.
And you have proof? Are you sure? Look at me. Are you sure? After all this time, it takes someone from outside this vault to finally tell me the goddamn truth. Thank you, my friend. This... ugh, it's very upsetting. I'm glad I have you to rely on. I'm gonna kill that. No, not yet. Not now. I can't give him the opportunity to turn this around on me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I need time to make sense of this. It's best that Hugo remain unaware that I've been shown the truth.
You reckon
Not
that
until I'm
storm's gonna
ready
get
to act.
worse?
I will allow him to think he retains control. You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you place your trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed. Thank...
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Stockpile and supply runs. You know, before the stores. I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks. just to get a breath of
Impeccable
air.
timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations. Business? No, we can save that for later. I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside. In a fervent embrace. Chaos contained. Not a miracle, no. It's nature. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together. You think I'm speaking of the past? No. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them, not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help. That is all I ask. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
She knows there's more at stake than her childish passions. She may hate me to my very core. You may as well, but that doesn't change what needs to be done. Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon. You say that now, but when we succeed, when we fix all of this, well, I imagine she'll come around. Yes. Hilda and I had been chasing a potential lead for some months now. We reached a blockade, though. One that was obliterated by your arrival. She and Audrey can provide the specifics, but in short, I believe I am the key. Or at least the results of my mutation are. As I remind you, I'm no scientist. But there is hope. I have seen it. The weather machine? Really? A machine? A tool? What could be left to discuss? It was acquired. A last-minute sales pitch. I never anticipated it would have the impact it did, both positively and negatively. I hardly care to discuss history and trivial details. What it was is irrelevant. What it is now, progress. A solution. It is the catalyst for their creation, and the creation of the storm as well, though both appear to be living far beyond their conception. Our attempts to stop the spread of the feral mind led to a step in another direction. Now, we course correct.
Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
Good. We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
What do you think, Papa? Yeah, me neither.
You think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have? This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever.
Oh, it's you. We were just trying to figure out... I don't know... everything. We both know everything is far from okay. We need to put an end to this, soon.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition! My research on understanding the lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the lost. We think.
Thanks to the flesh of that madman, loath as I am to say it.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to his sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
No. Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father is going to have to... well, we'll deal with that when we know for sure. You won't need to do much. Just activate the device and keep it safe and stable. We can handle the rest from here. I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
If
What
you
do you
break
need?
it, you repair it.
Oh? What did you want to know? Who do you want to know about? Me? I'm nothing special. Spent some time in the military, then found myself with a gig here
job on finding
as
the
chief of
replacement.
security. Then the bombs came and, well, here we are. He's a businessman with a lot of connections and a lot more ambition. So far, he's the only one to come back relatively unscathed from the accident. Static disposition aside, there's something off about him lately. I just haven't been able to figure out what.
Oh, hello.
Before the bombs, we were a collection of the best researchers, security op. We're now a fraction of that. A mixture of the best and brightest, being asked to do more than their fair share to survive.
You repair it.
Something I can help you with?
Me? Spend some time. Then the bomb.
Please don't talk to
What do you need? As I understand it, our vault's makeup is atypical from your standard operation, largely due to Mr. Stoltz's ambitious approach of its construction. Intending to begin its research even before the bombs fell, residents, scientists, and
finding their
engineers began moving into the region, even as construction was underway. Mr. Stoltz's intention was for the construction team to onboard as maintenance and security once the project had been completed. This would allow for full operations even during peace times. But, well, construction fell behind as the scope of the vault ever increased. You've perhaps heard the specifics before, but we wound up vulnerable to drafts of fallout when the bombs did finally fall. What do you need?
Please don't touch anything.
All right, then.
Something I can help you with?
What did you want to know? I'll put it this way. She's a lot smarter than she's unpredictable, difficult to follow in conversation, but ultimately reliable. She gets results. I'm sure if you want to ask her, she'll tell you. She's friendly enough.
Oh.
I was surprised she was related to Hugo.
Nice job on finding the replacement part.
I'll put it this. I'm sure if you want to ask. I was surprised.
Oh, hello. Please don't touch anything in here. We've already had enough damage.
Hugo's brother. Seemed like a decent man, but looks can be deceiving. He was well respected in his field. Biologist, I think. He butted heads with Hugo a few times, but mostly went along with Hugo's decisions.
Oh, hello.
I'll put it this.
break it,
She's
you
I'm sure.
repair it.
I was surprised.
Hello again.
Please don't.
At this point, I think it's worth a shot. I've warned her to be more careful going forward, though. Kid.
Something I can help
All right, then. What did you want to know?
This facility is filled with state-of-the-art technology.
How?
Probably can be
Yes,
appreciated.
I do. How do you know about the Atlas Project?
Hello again.
Fort Atlas? Not the Atlas Observatory?
Please don't touch anything in here. We've already had enough damage.
I can't say that I do, but I imagine you're about to tell me.
Hello again.
My leadership got Atlas funded. Dr. Hammond was a genius. But he had issues with
If you
authority.
break it,
He had
you
issues with
repair
Bentley,
it.
too. I sometimes wonder if it was Bentley who was really the problem. I took over the role of Chief Army Scientific Advisor from Major Bentley when he was deemed unfit for the role. Through my management, the program got back on schedule, and we started to see results. Not that it mattered in the end.
Something I can help you with?
Your lack of faith in the military is disturbing, though unsurprising given the recovery operations may not have begun yet.
This facility is filled with
Hello
state-of-the-art
again.
technology, but you probably can't even appreciate that.
My last orders were to continue sending reports on progress of the projects here, and report any suspicious behavior from anyone. It was before the recent chaos.
Oh, hello.
Nice job on finding the replacement part.
While it's not the life I envisioned for myself, it's been surprisingly pleasant for the most part. Present conditions aside, it's only really been the last decade or so when things have really begun to fall apart.
Something I can help you with?
Please don't touch anything in here.
Observation, mostly. I was trusted with everyone's safety. Being security chief meant I had access to everything. I had ears everywhere, from maintenance to top brass. I was to report everything to my superiors at the Capitol. That was the order anyway.
Nice job
The
on
U.S.
finding
Armed
the
Forces always have contingencies planned. We're prepared for all eventualities. Even if not everyone were able to make it, there were plans in place to get personnel of every level to a safe location. They'll be finalizing preparations for operations to regroup and rebuild across the country.
Please don't touch anything in here. We've already had enough damage.
Observation, mostly. I was trusted with everyone's safety. Being security chief meant I had access to everything. I had ears everywhere, from maintenance to top brass. I was to report everything to my superiors at the Capitol.
Nice
That was
job
the
on
order
finding the
anyway.
replacement part.
The U.S. Armed Forces always have contingencies planned. We're prepared for all eventualities. Even if not everyone were able to make it, there were plans in place to get personnel of every level to a safe location.
job on finding
They'll be
your place.
finalizing preparations for operations to regroup and rebuild across the country. My last orders were to continue sending reports on progress of the projects here, and report any suspicious behavior from anyone. It was before the recent chaos.
Please don't talk to me right now.
Anything else? How? Yes, I do. How do you know about the Atlas Project? Fort Atlas? Not the Atlas Observatory?
If you break it, you repair it.
I'm going to assume that this is a poor attempt at humor to lighten the mood. I politely ask you to stop. Now please, tell me about Fort Atlas. I told you the military always has a contingency plan. Unless they aren't military.
If you
I better be
break it,
cautious before
you
making
repair it.
contact. It's impossible to know who they are, or how much has changed. It's worth investigating. Could even be worth establishing contact.
Please don't touch anything in here. We've already
I took over the role of Chief Army Scientist through my management. Not that it mattered in the end.
Oh, hello.
Please don't
I know so.
talk to me right now.
The U.S.
Something I can help you with?
Anything else? Nothing too personal, I hope.
Please don't touch anything in here.
Fort Atlas?
We've had enough damage.
Oh,
I can't say that I... Thank you.
Please don't
All right,
touch
then.
anything in
My office is always open if you have something important to bring to my attention. My office is always open.
I don't have time for a long chat.
I wonder if anyone would mind if I moved to
I don't have a lot of... Where do we start?
We could head them to the garden.
Well, the research we did prior to the bombs dropping is classic. My current research is focused on the weather machine and its relationship to the law. That said, I'm not gonna go into that either, because we'd be here all day and...
Use them to power the vault. This could be the answer we need.
Fine, the quick version then. All of our research facilities, by complete accident, we discovered that close proximity to the machine had a sort of reversing effect on the symptoms of feralization. Things didn't shake out as planned, though. I'm sorry. Really, this is all I'm willing to share on this. I mean it. Not like I had another choice. You've met my father. He doesn't...
I wonder if
Not quite. I've always been interested... No. I was put in charge. I guess my research still has me...
Someone out of their misery. Glad
For
the
sure.
outsider was there to help.
Where do... For sure. I suppose. My parents were never very present, But between my father and my mother, I do wish it would have been him in a coma. At least my mother had some heart left.
Maybe I
After
can
my
dig
father
up
was
some
done
information on
corrupting
the
her.
rest of
It's
Appalachia.
always the good ones that we lose, isn't it?
What do you think, Papa? Yeah, me neither.
No. We had very different... Sometimes it's hard. For sure. She was the love of my life. But I'm not really sure. I suppose you're not wrong there. Well, to summarize it, we met in a bookshop. And whilst that might sound romantic, we actually got into a bit of... But our differences... And whilst we started to love how different... God, that sounds cheesy. Having someone with such strong communist views, sweet-talking the air of his business. I mean, you can see how he'd fight. I still begged my... Shortly after I talked, I always thought
So sorry, Daniel.
I can't believe... I don't think we could... And now she's... Anyway. Good. I'm busy anyway. This facility is filled with state-of-the-art technology, but you probably can't even appreciate that.
I hope that clears things up.
Another complaint about Audrey Snappies.
Can't be. Surely the name is a coincidence. It's a pretty popular name, after all.
I miss research
Did you want anything?
and discoveries. And
Oh!
screw it. I miss how it was before.
screws.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
So much junk, so little time.
Just can't shake these nightmares. It's just why?
There must be more junk around here. There is a smelly surprise around every corner. More junk for the drunk.
Just can't shake these nightmares.
Do not worry, Jingles. I will take good care of you. Plastic is the gift that keeps on giving. The world is my dumpster.
I just can't shake these nightmares. I'm not supposed to.
When you die, can I harvest you for bone shards? Collect and store.
I just can't shake these nightmares. I'm not supposed to. So, why?
Scavenging is own reward. Found a wet and dirty one.
Supposed to get some rest.
And oil spill. I have never seen anything so beautiful. Would you like to join my scavenger hunt? Tuesday, we're gathering unstable nuclear waste. Eureka! I hit solid gold. Would anyone throw away this used toilet paper? You and I stick together like Agnes and Edith. Left all this precious junk around. Was it you?
I just can't shake these nightmares. Living in space, just glad you're home. Oh, you're gonna regret it!
And oil spill. I have never seen anything so beautiful.
Realize that you don't have a chance, right?
There hard day of killing and looting. Don't want to haul it back yourself? Sell it here. Need some ammo, chems, or spiky bits to stab people with? You may find some here. Now in stock. Goods acquired through questionable means. Stick up. Just kidding. Want to buy or sell? Wanna buy some junk? It's dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go in groups. It's just dangerous out there. So stock up here. You looking at me? How about you stop looking and start buying? Caps available in exchange for pillaged loot. Pillage. Available in exchange for cash. Please don't stab other customers while they shop. Get your raiding supplies here, or don't. I don't care. Vendor not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods purchased. This vendor unit is equipped with anti-theft measures. Don't get any ideas, chump. Reminder, any attempted five-finger discounts will be reclaimed. toilet paper.
These nightmares.
Collect and store. So much junk, so little time. Today's junk output is error. Sensors are dirty. Directive, acquire all junk, still in progress.
Just can't shake these nightmares.
Is there anything better than raw asbestos?
there you are. I was hoping you would stop by.
Always puts a smile on your face.
Plastic is the gift that keeps on giving.
Hard to concentrate on my work when you're gone.
So much junk, so little time. How could anyone throw away this used toilet paper? Is there anything better than raw asbestos?
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy the machines
Why waste our time on this? We just need to see the effects of the new configuration.
As suspected. They become further agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo's now.
Great. Now we know the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
configuration. Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it!
God have mercy.
to the sample from Father, even from across the table. They're moving toward it.
Let me see Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
That bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control. Sleazy, Vault-Tec scum. I knew it! I'm bringing him into custody. Now!
Oberlin, wait! James! Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right? There's one more device. Please head there. You have to be sure this isn't some kind of... Damn, no caps. Looks like there's almost $200 in here, though. I guess it'll make good kindling.
final test now. Audrey, I don't like this. This has gotta be a mistake, right?
Let's just finish the test.
Results coming in now. Please, please be different. No, it's the same. They're all moving with him. How? Why?
God damn him.
Audrey, we've got a problem. Bastard is gone.
What?
And you, get back here ASAP. Over and out.
What is this? Abraxo scouring for. There is a smelly surprise around every corner.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
And oil spill. I have never
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our...
You know, it's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. Reckon that storm's gonna get worse?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
I'll have to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress of everything is getting to her. You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for. I'm in your debt.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
Good, you're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time. Here's the sitrep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed. The weather machine was already set to the parameters we just tested. This was a final trial run before the real deal. We can discuss our terrible choices later. We have to act now. There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now, up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try and stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there. I'll be brief. I need him alive. Good. We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years of research lost. Do the right thing. Expect resistance, but remember, bring him in alive. Dismissed. It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents.
Electron paradise. I hit the jackpot too. Where it is a inject of oil. Select and start. Who left all this precious junk around? Was it you? Do not worry, Tango. I will take the
Finally, I thought you'd never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much! I know. Upstairs. But you should know. He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that? This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it? Oh, it's true. Please. He has to die. He can't do this again. You don't understand. Oberlin thinks we can still fix all of this. But we can't. We're out of options. The experiment proves that. If he's left alive, he might break free. He might try this again. He's not just a monster, he's a manipulator. He has to die. It's the only way. Please. We need to end this. That's not my father in there. That's a lunatic, a killer. Both of my parents died during the accident. No. When he made his choice, he's going to do it again. And this time, he's taking all of us with him. But enough, we don't have time for this. Believe me, I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. Probably his doing. Be careful. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Please, go. Okay, that'll get you in. Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next grid. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry. What do you mean, kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. Hadn't you tried? Hadn't you?
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
It's too late for that! Please, end this for good! It's open! Get in there!
My friend! Schön, dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can. Ha! I hadn't taken you for someone frightened by something like grave danger. Do you not see? My darling standing right here beside me. She walked here with me, followed my every step. Do you not understand what this means? I know the others wouldn't, but surely you do. What would you know of us? How can you begin to comprehend what we are? Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I stood here with Cassidy just as we had a decade ago. I ran this machine again, hoping, begging for a solution, and at worst, a release from this solitary life. The results were unexpected, more severe than my first attempt. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land around here? A result of that brave step. This would imply it was a failure. It wasn't. I made great progress in my second attempt. I was able to calm my Cassidy. Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. She looked me in the eyes again. In that moment of bliss, we fled away back to the atrium. Hand in hand, like school children, we ran while this devilish machine spun on, sowing destruction. I learned something important about the power I hold. I am the gravitational force they need. I am a vessel for this storm. I can move them, save them. For now, perhaps. But that's why we must finish this. For months, I've pushed Hilda and Audrey toward the solution. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed them to isolate it, decode it, replicate it. To teach our machine to dance to my song, to forge a true bridge between me and our lost children. But truly, the last missing piece was you, mein Freund. Without your drive, we'd have been stuck. So, before we end this for good, I do want to thank you again for being a catalyst for change. Now, let's finish this, shall we? I have business to attend to. Oh, my friend. I'm truly sorry that you've been sent here in their place. But I cannot risk more coming to your aid. Prepare yourself. En garde. I say final You traitorous bastard! That's all you have!
No grace, no shovels. Can't use that.
faster!